Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel, and we're going to talk once again about another type of malware. This one is called a worm. Now, you might have wondered, I've heard that there's some worms on PCs. What is that? What makes them different from a virus? What are all these things? So we told you that a virus is a standalone and is attached to something. Just like in the human body, a virus attaches to itself to a cell. It doesn't actually work on its own. It requires some other, organism. So in the computer sphere, it requires another software to attach to in order to spread. And it doesn't spread on its own. It needs human interaction. A worm is very different. A worm is actually just like in real life, a autonomous living organism that just spreads by itself. So in a computer, if you had viruses and you had several computers on the same network, one of them has viruses. The thing is that your other computers are probably safe. Once again, as long as you don't share yourself that same file that's infected with another machine. If you've not done that, your other computers on the same network are fine. A worm is different. A worm, because it's autonomous, will look at the network and say, oh, there's other PCs to have fun with. And they will actually go from PC to PC on the network without anybody doing anything. So, and especially in a computer network, worms are the worst case scenario because they'll just go and spread because there's, open lines, there's open doors here and there where they can go. How do you get a worm? Well, most of the time, worms come through something that, no human interaction. It's something that just happened because of the way that your computers are connected together. It, of course, will come from somewhere. It can actually, by itself, create a copy, attach itself to an email, and send it. You won't even know that an email has been sent to all of your contacts. But the worm will do that. A virus will not. A virus will wait that you share that infected file, so you are doing the interaction. A worm, it does it by itself. So it's in your computer, it's running, and it's just saying, hey, there's an email client here. Let's send myself an attachment. And of course, what happens is that all of your friends and contacts, well, they see an email coming from you. What does that mean? They have their guards down because it's their best friend. It's a family member. I often heard as a tech guy, well, I trusted that person because I know he's good with computers. Well, you know what? The worst thing that you can think of is that everybody's better than you with computers. I can tell you by practice, it ain't true most of the time. They're probably at the same level. But it's easy for some people to get impressed. And it's easy for a lot of people to belittle themselves and thinking they're not that good with computers, when in reality, they're not that bad. But, it's the way that human nature works. And as a tech guy, I've seen all of that. So, because, like I said, it comes from a friend, another way that it's going to actually do a fantastic job is a worm in your PC. If you particularly are using Facebook and Facebook Messenger, it's going to see Messenger. It's going to say, hey, I can send myself through Messenger. It can, by itself, do actions. It is autonomous, and a worm is much more of a problem than a virus for that reason, because it'll do what it needs to continue surviving in the PC world because it's programmed to do that. So, differences is simple. It's that you have a virus that is human. It's a human thing. You have to have an interaction. You have a worm. It's an autonomous thing that will spread on its own. But once again, if it spreads through Messenger, if it spreads to email, there is some form of human interaction that will happen because you'll have to click the attachment or click that file. So there is still a minimal human interaction sometimes, but once it's in, it's going to automatically do what it needs to do to spread everywhere. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.